I'm in Lancaster County at Foxtrot Farm, and I am with the farm farmer, Debbie Burgess. Thanks for having us here. And y'all are a kind of typical of what we see with a lot of people who are getting into the agritourism and farming business. Y'all had a career, and but you said you wanted to have a connection with the land. And so you kind of invented a way of life. So tell me how all this started.
Well, we moved here in 1985, and we always had horses and chickens and the occasional goat and that sort of thing. And then we're looking at retiring and spending a lot of time here, and decided we had this beautiful piece of property. We wanted to share it with people and make good use of it. So we started doing farm visits, looking at what kind of livestock to have, and decided on sheep.
Well, and I can see why, because sheep certainly have their charm.
They do.
And these are sheep, though, that are a special cross. Tell me what that is, and tell me what these sheep are designed to be.
Well, these are all commercial sheep. That means that they're not registered or pure blood. They're a cross between two meat breeds, Dorper and Katahdin, and they're bred primarily for their meat. They don't have usable wool.
But their meat is of a very good quality.
It's very good. That's why they're bred for this. The meat is very lean and tender, and our sheep are all grass-fed. We give them a dusting of grain a day to make them all come to us, so we can check on everybody, make sure they're okay, and train them to the bucket. As you may see, Bob was able to lead them up here just with the bucket, but they eat grass.
And I met y'all at the state fair last year, and y'all brought me a processed ram, the entire ram, to my home. And here at your place, people can have processed meat, processed at a certified facility and all that.
Right.
But also, you said that this has been a fascinating journey around the world for y'all, because so many cultures and religions and ethnic groups are interested in having sheep meat, and y'all work with those people and help meet their traditional requirements. So let's talk a little bit about some of the people you've met.
Well, that was a wonderful discovery for us. We had no idea about holidays, ethnic holidays, and that's other than Easter, you know. And people started coming to us in September looking for rams to buy. And so we've met people from all over Africa and the Trinidad and the UK, just everywhere. And they've come to us. I think word of mouth gets around, and they see how we raise our animals. And so we have people coming from as far away as Atlanta and Greensboro to come here to get their lamb.
And some people, although you have processed meat available, in some traditions and cultures, part of the culture is that they take the animal and prepare it themselves. And so with discussions, y'all are even accommodating in that kind of expectation.
We are, and that's real interesting to learn about different traditions of, they have their own methods of slaughter, and then it's like Thanksgiving, and they share the meat, a certain percentage of the meat, with the hungry in their mosques, and just to hear the stories of their life in their home country and how they farmed. This has just really opened up a huge world for us.
Y'all have people who can learn about how farms work, though, too, because y'all have tours that are scheduled.
We do. We have a tour every Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock, and it's a guided tour. We actually have our farm market open every Sunday from 1 to 5, but we do guided tours during the week, also by appointment, and the tours last an hour and a half to 2 hours. And we teach everybody about all of our animals and the predators, our guardian dogs that we have. People are just fascinated with those. And then the honeybees also, because that's part of our farm, is our apiary. And so they really enjoy learning about the honeybees, and they get to pet lambs, and they get to pick up eggs in the hen house, and the children get to see what roosters are, and they get to pick them out of the flock. And then at the end, everybody gets a honey treat.
And you forgot those wonderful little rabbits that you get to pet.
Oh my, yes.
And the goats that you get to watch.
We have rabbits. They're meat rabbits, but on our farm they're just pets, and they're very friendly, and all the children can pet them. And we have 2 dairy goat does, And eventually I'm going to milk them just for our own private use. But in the meantime, we've got a little doeling and a little buckling and lots of babies on the farm.
And you use a lot of the products that come here. You make some very nice soaps.
Well, thank you. Yes, that's another discovery of mine. I love to make soap, and I use our honey and beeswax in our soap making, and it's become quite popular.
And then through the cottage industry, you're allowed to make certain cakes and things. And again, this delicious honey goes into some of those products, I believe.
That's right. We do pound cakes and Amish friendship bread and different flavors of those, and there's honey in all of those products, and cookies too. And I call it Granny B makes all of these baked goods, you see.
Although we feel like we're in a very remote part of the world, actually you're close to a good many places, not far from Charlotte.
We are.
And part of the agritourism passport business as well, I believe.
Well, and the Girl Scouts are putting us on the map in 2018. We're going to be mentoring Girl Scouts from the mountains to the Midlands, teaching them about entrepreneurship and being good business people, and it's all going to be done through hands-on activity here at the farm, and that also includes the honeybees.
And if people want to know more about what goes on at Foxtrot Farm and how they can participate, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Oh, lots of ways. You can call or text me at 803-804-3541. We have a wonderful website and a farm blog that I do, and that address is foxtrotfarmnews.com.
And I've used that to find recipes.
Yes, it's loaded with recipes. I love to cook. I was a personal chef in a previous life, so I love to cook. And we're also on Facebook.
I want to thank y'all for being so warm and hospitable to us and letting us come to visit you today. And I think that even though it's just 15 minutes to get to someplace where we could have a restaurant meal, we're going to have lamb burgers prepared by Farmer Bob.
Yes, ma'am. And deviled eggs from our chickens.
Oh, I can't wait.
Thank you so much for coming.
And thank you.